In the world of watchmaking, there is a C word that often comes up, and that word is no, that's not right. The word is actually conventional. And it's a common construct that generally dominates the design world. Brands tend to play it safe with versatile and timeless looks, and there's nothing wrong with the C word. But to my surprise, Longines took a slightly different yet exciting approach to a relatively conservative and traditional watch collection. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Longines Conquest. Hello, I'm Zade and welcome to another episode of Dial Odyssey. Before we look at the new Conquest, it's worth highlighting the impressive and often overlooked history of Longines. Firstly, they're an old company, like really old. Here are the 10 oldest watch brands, and Longines ranks 7th, having been founded in 1832. To put that into perspective, the typewriter, light bulb and telephone didn't even exist yet. Another fascinating fact about Longines is its iconic winged hourglass logo, registered in 1889, making it the oldest registered logo still in continuous use in its original form. Also in 1954, Longines registered Conquest as its first named collection in its watch lineup, and it has since evolved into the popular go anywhere, do anything timepiece. But seeing as this watch is an everyday timepiece, it can be labeled as conventional, and that's the point. If you're going to make a watch for everyday use, you don't want anything too avant-garde. It can't be too extreme or experimental, but rather a tried and tested formula, and visually something subtle that can be paired with anything. But Longines has an interesting take on this concept. And it comes in 4 sizes: 30, 34, 38, and 41mm. The price for all the Conquests are below $5,000, but the majority are below $2,500. Today we have the 34mm version with the rubber strap matching the dial color. So why am I reviewing this particular watch variant? Firstly, in my opinion, I believe this specific Conquest is a trailblazer in the world of everyday watches. And I'll explain. It takes the conventional formula, which includes conservative minimal case design, clean and symmetrical dial layout, reliably built, and solid specs. However, it added some spice in the form of color. This 34mm version of the Conquest has by far the most fun color options, including this epic light blue violet color. I do believe the majority of the 34mm is for the female market, but I would love Longines to introduce these vibrant colors in the more male-oriented larger Conquest watches. But I know what you're thinking. Is it even a go anywhere, do anything watch if it's not a safe and traditional color? Well, honestly, no. Naturally, subtle, safer colors do help with versatility, but there's a great quote from the artist Henri Matisse. When I paint green, it doesn't mean grass. When I paint blue, it doesn't mean sky. It's a reminder that color is emotions, not rules. And when it comes to how we dress and express ourselves, mixing bold and unexpected colors together isn't about following rules. It's about expressing how we feel. And that's why I call this watch a trailblazer. It adds just enough exotic color to an otherwise conventional, reliable design, making it ideal for daily wear while expressing your personality. The specs of the new Conquest also further emphasizes its everyday utility. It has a respectable 72 hours of power reserve and a sufficient water resistance of 100 meters. The lume is okay, it's not super bright, but then again it's no dive watch. The dial is clean, minimal and symmetrical, but it does include an outer layer of concentric lines which adds the right amount of complexity to an otherwise well-balanced dial. The crown guards have a certain je ne sais quoi element. There's something really appealing about it, but I don't know how to define it. But it feels very Rolex-esque, if that makes sense. But one of my favorite features about the new Conquest is the rubber strap. It's very soft and smooth, which makes it very comfortable from the get-go. But if you look closely at the pattern on the rubber strap, you'll see the iconic repeated Longines hourglass icon, and it nicely fades away into the strap halfway down. The new Longines Conquest is honestly one of the most handsome watches you can buy today, period. Regardless of any price bracket, because this watch looks as good as most watches over $10,000 or more. Its specifications comfortably position it in the everyday category, and its case design easily makes it a suitable choice for sports, casual, or even formal events. You have an assortment of color options across 4 different sizes. I just wish Longines would consider more exotic colors in the larger sizes, but regardless, all sizes and color options of the new Conquest line are outstanding. And for that reason, this watch embodies the Argos archetype. Argos was Odysseus' loyal dog and represents your faithful everyday companion. The new Conquest can accompany you on any journey, and hopefully you'll find the right color that can express who you are. And that's it for today. Do you agree with its archetype classification? Would you place it somewhere else? Or do you agree with its everyday companion Argos persona? Let me know in the comments. Stay tuned for the next episode and see you next time.